this guy, How to Play, has been dominating all season. He started in the beginning, he got the lead, he got to rank 1, and then he's just been widening the gap every single day. Kind of like what we saw with Tomato the last season, and people have been speculating that this is actually Tomato, and he sold the How to Play sold the account to Tomato, and Tomato just playing on his account. I don't think so. How to Play has been a G3 top 100 player for a long time. He's not new to this. I think it's more likely that he's just taking it very, very seriously this season, and he's spent a tremendous amount of money, even before this season though, to get there. I'm more surprised that he wasn't the top 10, or maybe he was even the top 10 before last season. I'm more surprised that he wasn't like seriously in contention for Legend every season until now. But it's really cool to see. His account is insane. He's got, I think this is the guy with the, remember we did a video, it was like 40 nat 5, 40 light dark nat 5. This is the account. That's the account that How to Play. So anyway, yeah, it's just been insane. And I think he's spent just more money and more effort since the last season to get to and hold Legend. But he's not unbeatable. He doesn't lose often, but sometimes he does lose. So today we're going to take a look at some of the matches where people have actually beaten him and try to analyze what they've done. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised that one of the people that can beat How to Play is Barion. Surprise, surprise. So it looks like he's going for is Barion's been using this team a lot. Is multiple HP-based DPS units. Sometimes he even uses Daphnis. Sometimes he uses the Wind Druid. Sometimes he actually uses that too. So he's got 2 speed leads, and he's got a lot of very fast violent units. I don't know which one of these. I think most of these are on violent. I'm not sure if Akari's is on violent. I'm not sure if Molong is on violent. No, Molong is on vampire. So he takes all those turns. He took 3 turns, then he tableaued, and he gets 3 more turns. So 6 turns. So he already has a massive turn advantage to How to Play before How to Play even gets a turn. So it's basically more like how to get a turn at this point. And then hoping for just a tremendous turn advantage to stop How to Play from getting any turns. Oh, and a lucky stun. Okay, how to beat How to Play, you have to get lucky stuns. That's part of the equation. So you got the AoE stun there. He's got the blow onto He's got the blow onto the Akari's. Man, what a great unit. Akari's is one of the Nat 4s that can actually hang with Ragdoll and Artemiel and actually win against some of these things. So he went for the he didn't go for, oh, maybe he didn't have the turn. I didn't look at the turn gauge for the Vivachel. But Vivachel's kind of at the mercy of whoever's turn gauge can be manipulated. If there's no turn gauges that are juicy, she really can't do too much, so she's got to kind of wait. If no turn gauges are juicy, you know what I mean? If both, and he reckless this again, but he's turn cycling so much, and he's just denying so many turns from How to Play that, I mean, that's basically high level RTA. It's most about like who can outspeed and beyond violent and get a tremendous amount of turns and stop the enemy from getting a lot of turns. That's why Vertheal is so strong. That's why Hathor is so strong. That's why things that steal turns like Ragdoll are so strong. Everything is steals turns. So now he's got the advantage to, well, not the advantage, but he's got the, oh, and the stuns and lucky stuns too. Very lucky 7. This is skill name, right? Lucky 7? Yeah, it's a very, very lucky 7. That was a lot of turn cycling. Outspeed, lots of turn cycling, and the 1-2 shot of 2 HP based DPS units. And even if he banned out one of them, like if he banned out the Molong or the Akari's and left the Jameer in, Jameer could have just reset one of those and they would have been able to get that 2 shot anyway, just with the one single unit, right? So he's also has a lot of, like Yen Hong fills up the attack gauge, Tableau redoes the attack gauge so that you get a lot of turns, or a lot of turns in comparison to the enemy. But this is one of those, like some people like to use Tableau for Swift, and some people like to use Tableau on Violent, going speed tune right after the rest of your units. So next match is against Boro. I mean, not the next match, but the next the next person that was able to beat him was Boro. Pick the Ragdoll first, because I guess if you're going up against How to Play, and he's got every Light Dark Nat 5 unit, he also picks Fran. Fran's so OP. He's got every Light Dark Nat 5 unit. You at least have to pick whatever you have. I'm not sure why he went for the skill 2 there. And not the skill, not just the skill 3. Curious. It had the immunity anyway, so I'm not sure what the purpose of that was. Okay, so going to be hoping to cycle with this Diana. Never mind. Oh, never mind. Never mind again. One of the beauties of having Artemil so high level, and of course Ragdoll still increasing the attack gauge of everything. It kills the Vanessa, but remember that was the Triana ban, which was interesting. Triana, everything could have banned. I wonder if the ban, if something else was banned, if the Diana was banned, if the Ragdoll was banned, if something else was banned, if that would have, well, I mean, he's got the Oberon, he doesn't have to ban the Ragdoll necessarily with that. Although the Ragdoll, I wonder if that Ragdoll ban was the, or if the Ragdoll was the best ban. Because at this point, Diana's having her way, and every time there's a crit, he's just cycling turns with the Ragdoll team, with the Ragdoll. Lots of shields, the glancing, but and see that very little heal with the Fran, because Fran's heal is based on Fran's second skill. It's a cleanse and heal based on attack power. So now she's gonna increase. She's not gonna fully heal herself. It's not a full heal, but still gonna heal quite a bit. But Fran is based on her heal is based on attack power, and with this is gonna be a wins because Ragdoll, isn't it? That's what this is gonna be. But anyway, high level Fran players, high level Fran users. Oh my God, Bagel getting ahead of himself. I start talking so much. High level Fran users will just stack tankiness. And she'll heal more, her attack power will go higher as the match progresses, and she'll heal more towards the end of the match. But really, because people love to go after Fran first, so you kind of have to make her very tanky, even at the sacrifice of the heal. And Fran's got poo-poo based defense too. Does she get an extra proc? No. Does she get the Purify on herself? Does she get the stun? It's just it's a matter of Ragdoll. I feel like the ban was weird though. Like I feel like that's what did it. How to Play would have cleaned house here if it wasn't the if it was a Ragdoll ban instead of the Triana ban. I feel like that's what it was. It's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time, yeah. I feel like it was at the ban phase. The Ragdoll shit. Ragdoll's too OP. You let Ragdoll through, and Ragdoll wins. Even against like Artemil and John and things like that. It's just oh my god. Anyway, okay. Next to onto the next one. Now we have someone from Barcode, so I'm sure they're very well. It's G3, of course. They're a very solid player. Picks the Ragdoll first. If you're gonna go up against How to Play, 1,000 point difference. If you're gonna go up against How to Play, you know what he has. You pick your Light Darks first. Okay. Water Mermaid pick and ban, which is great against the Dark Desert Queen. So we knew that he was gonna keep the Dark Desert Queen in. But man, she is super strong. But a lot of stuff has passives too. Actually, everything has passives. Everything has passives. So every time he hits that Light Vampire, he's gonna... Oh, that's brutal right there. And this Light Vampire is gonna do so much damage. Now, should he have finished off that Water Paladin? He didn't finish off the Water Paladin. He started going for Lydia instead. Was that the best move? Or was that possibly... Because see, that gave him the shield right there. Still going for the... That was a big damage. That was game-changing. And you know, between that big game-changing damage with the Lydia and the attack gauge cycling with the Ragdoll, that really changed the match. Another shield. And they have nothing to... Well, I was going to say they have nothing to show. Artemil, first guy. Pickle, don't you have one of those? Don't you know how it works? Yeah, okay. But this is really strong. Like, she's got a lot of... That Lydia's got crazy debuffs, but she already used her skill, and she got stunned after that, so she wasn't able to cycle more turns just yet. Guild chat distracted me. God damn. Amazing guild chat. So this is just lots and lots and lots of passives. Lots of turn cycling from the Ragdoll. Crit, turn cycle, crit, turn cycle, turn cycle, turn. Look how strong this Ragdoll is. This is a win because they have Ragdoll. I mean, like, they have other good units, but the Ragdoll carried the team. I wonder if this would have... I wonder if the Ragdoll was the best. So here's my question. Is this winning because... I mean, yeah, one is because Ragdoll's OP, right? One because Ragdoll's OP. But another one is... These wins are... Myself, and I'm sure a lot of people watching might be like, ooh, why didn't he ban that instead of that? Like, if he banned the Ragdoll instead of the Water Mermaid, this match, I feel, would have gone, like, I feel like how it play would be, this would be in their favor, right? That's just what I feel. Because they got so much turn cycling with that Ragdoll. Every time Artemil crit, oh, turn cycle, that was huge, right? That was huge, so I wonder if that was the, I wonder if the problem is, or I wonder if what's making how to play lose is just maybe the bans going not like not banning the most powerful unit. You know what I mean? I don't want to say like he's banning wrong, right? He's obviously the #1 player in RTA. What do I know? But I feel like many of us would have banned the Ragdoll in that situation. I wonder if this would have turned out differently if he did ban the Ragdoll, because that got so out of control with all that turn gauge. Here we are. We have 2,000. Well, everyone's going to be a 2,000 point difference at this point. So we have Gianna Vivichel, first two picks. Very dangerous. I wonder why he picks certain first picks instead of others sometimes. It's not always the same. Bans out the Josephine. And then we see Vanessa and Fran. They're very, very common meta G3 first picks. Also Hathor a lot of times G3 first pick. So we have the second skill from Hathor for the sleep. And she's going to go for the... Now does the Fran... So Vertiheal's cycling the turn, so Fran's going to get a turn next. Is she going to cleanse with skill 2 or is she going to go for skill 3? She goes for skill 3. Then she procs. She procs... So she chooses to put him to try for the stun, and the match would have gone differently if the stun didn't happen. Instead of the cleanse, the bomb, and kills the Gianna. So that's one threat out, big threat. So now they still have a strip, but it's lots of turn cycling. And Hathor, jeez, Hathor. Forget about it, right? That's just a lot of turns. And the sleep. Why didn't she go for the skill 3? She didn't use the skill 3 first yet, did she? She's not using... Why is she not using the skill 3? Did I miss the skill 3 use from the Hathor? I must have missed it. I must have missed the skill 3. How did I miss the skill 3? Which when did she use it? Usually when Hathor uses the skill 3, it's like everything goes to sleep, and then it's a one-sided match. So, I must have missed it. So I mean, this is game at this point. This is... It's just... You're just gonna do a tremendous amount of damage to that light vampire, and then the Artemil's gonna take the damage because of that. It's kind of like TOA. It's almost like TOA. Okay, so that's one way. I mean, it's just a massive turn advantage. Got turn 1, got a massive turn advantage, and oh man, that's interesting. I would like to see the runes on some of those units for that for the team that's beating how to play. G1, first pick Gianna. You kind of have to, don't you? You kind of have to pick whatever light dark nat 5s. So half the battle is picking light dark nat 5s, but you have to ban out the stuff that he's using, and he's only basically using light dark nat 5s this season. Well, he's using a couple other things, but for the most part, all light dark nat 5s. Outsped, I think he picked the Nephthys leader skill. So outsped the Gianna. He banned the Vanessa leader skill because otherwise he would have been able to outspeed with the Gianna, bomb something, and then AoE stun. So that's why he knew he had a fast enough light sky to... Damn! This is gonna almost destroy Artemiel completely, and Artemiel gets another turn. Luckily, Perna moved after and healed him a little bit. And Perna violent procced. Okay, so lucky that the Perna was there. If the Perna did not move, would he have killed that? Or I feel like he would have killed that Artemiel before he even got a chance to. Heavenly Sword, another Perna. Perna's keeping this Artemiel alive. Artemiel keeps like almost dead, almost dead, almost dead, barely alive. And gets the lucky stuns. The Perna crits, kills the Yen Hong. So now it's looking really good. Touch of Seduction, silence every turn. Every turn silence cannot be resisted. So no second skill, which would have been brutal. Defense break, heal block, and glancing hit that was irresistible. So now he's got the attack buff. That's a guaranteed attack buff every single turn. Nephthys is so, like, Nephthys was good before. I keep telling the people this, and they're like, Nephthys is OP now. I'm like, yeah, because she was buffed, and she was already good, so now she's OP. That's how these things work. Oh my god, switches and almost kills the Ganymede. Skill 2, cooldown, preventing the skill 2 from... This is basically just, like, they picked 2 really OP top-tier light dark nat 5s, banning how to play from picking the OP top tier light dark nat 5s. That was half the battle, was being able to ban 2 of the best units from him picking them. But I mean, he's got so many other of the best units, and they're ruined amazingly that it... There you go though, G1 win. Okay, let's see what happens here. He picks the Gianna first, goes in, and at this, when you're fighting just G3 versus G3, you know what your opponent has, you know what your opponent likes to use, because you're only fighting G3, well, for the most part, you're only fighting G3 players. God, all these OP. Resisted. Holy crap, resisted. That's pretty OP. So, gets the cooldown on the Vivachail. That resist was huge. Oh god, that's such a strong. But Rakuni still. Rakuni's Bay here. Rakuni's fantastic here. So Rakuni's got that passive. Nephthys still so strong. She's gonna keep going for the Hathor. Hathor's not dead yet. Briefing onto Hathor. That's gonna be an AoE sleep. Now. Delayed promise, AoE sleep. So, and there's nothing, but did not get the Artemiel. Is this gonna be enough to kill? Rakuni's got a turn. Barely though. And got the sleep. Oh, got lucky with that sleep though. Wrapped agility onto himself. He needed to heal more. That's like his only chance for surviving. He needed to heal more. And he's got Gani Hathor is a really OP combination though. But we're seeing, one of the great things, we're seeing a Nat 3 here, right? We see some super OP light dark Nat 5s. We're seeing that glancing is not going to really be able to do much. But does get the increase. That's a lot of turn cycling. With that team. With the Rakuni skill 2, between the Olivia skill 2, and then the Gani Hathor is just super OP broken. So if he just keeps the combo and he keeps proccing, it's pretty brutal. He's just denying all of these turns. So you can have all these OP light dark nat 5s, but if they never get any turns, it's just they need to keep the cycle going. Gani Hathor, you have to beat OP broken nonsense with more OP broken nonsense. How many procs? He's got everything is asleep, everything is cooled down. This Gani has got a 704, I believe his multiplier on his skill 3 is 740. So he actually does pretty decent damage, this Ganymede. I'm kind of surprised people aren't building him on crit damage. His skill 2 doesn't do anything, but his skill 3 hits pretty hard. If he was with crit damage, you can see like he does some damage. But this is basically like they're just not letting him get any turns. No turns, no turns, no turns. Doesn't matter if you have OP Light Dark Nat 5s if they don't get turns. But Olivia! Hall of Heroes monster. Hall of Heroes. Hall of Heroes monster. This is a Hall of Heroes monster and a Nat 3. Hall of Heroes monster Nat 3 beating the #1 RTA player that has all 4 Light Dark Nat 5s with crazy insane runes. I mean, of course, the other teams get crazy insane runes too. Ooh. And Hathor comes back. She doesn't proc. Well, actually, that might be a Swift. I wasn't checking. That might be a Swift Hathor. Swift Hathor has gotten really popular this season. So this is gonna be pretty brutal. I mean, I feel like it's already GG. But they just never let them get any turn. This is such a gross team comp, though. The Gani Hathor. Gani Hathor, Rakudi, I mean, they got the Olivia down, but everything's going to be doing so much damage at this point. Oh, so that is a violent? That's a violent Hathor. GG. Oh my god. But like, have you ever seen, well, I don't know, maybe some of you have seen the Light Polar Queen, Yen Hong, Gani Hathor, like Rakuni kind of stuff. It's just so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Like, they just go, it's like it goes for 30 turns without you getting a turn, and you're like, you know what, I might, if I got a turn, I might win. But like, you saw, How to Play just didn't get turns. You just didn't get there. And if you're wondering which unit you should pick, I said it. You should have watched Jubago videos. I said Olivia was really strong. Olivia is really strong. Okay, here we go. So first off, picks, you got it. I mean, when you're fighting, this is the thing. Everything changes in G3. In the top 100, when you're fighting in the top 100, you have to pick the Light Dark Nat 5s first. If you're in Fighter 3, you're not picking the Light Dark Nat 5s first unless you're trying to get the opponent to quit right in the beginning. But going to G3, and they got, okay, so Despair on the Rika because she's stunned with skill 3. Got the Molong on the Druid. The Druid's down, but the Druid is still gonna, oh, Jean though, Jean. Can you, I am actually shocked that this team is, like, I know it's good, right? But I feel like it's good to a point. When you're going up against a legend player, like, I'm surprised that, like, Rika, Ciara, Jean, Molong is the team that's going to take them down. Look at this, though. That was a pretty, that wasn't even, like, going on 45 turns. That was, like, pretty solid. Also, they did have to ban out one of the Light Dark Nat 5s from How to Play using it, but still pretty solid. Okay, for this one we have G1 goes Josephine first pick. I mean, I guess they watched his, they know he has Artemail, they know he has other stuff. Tessarion, Agir, Hraesvelg. This is a horrible team. I mean, it's not horrible. But Ifrit, Fusion, Hall of Heroes, and another Nat. This is Nat 4, Nat 4, Nat 4, and Ifrit, which is, this. What am I watching? Okay. So he needs to start proccing. He needs to probably proc with the Vertiheal. So he got the strip. He needs to finish off that, he didn't get the Vivachel. So Vivachel Artemail is going to one-shot something. Oh no, the Vivachel, okay, so the Vivachel doesn't go for her skill 3. The Vivachel goes for trying to keep Nephthys alive. But this Nephthys, they didn't proc enough. They didn't proc enough violence with like the either Agir or Vertiheal to make this actually work. Oh my god, everything's dying. How does he come back from this? I don't even know how he comes back from this. Mega Smash resisted. Everything's getting resisted. He didn't get the Oblivion, and he didn't go for the kill on Vertiheal. This is weird. Everything's getting resisted. How is he gonna win this? Hold on. Okay, so he's There we go. Artemeel's down. Artemeel's down. Okay. Wow. I feel like maybe How to Play made a mistake, though. I know, blasphemy. But I feel like How to Play made a mistake. So Ajir is down. So there's no strip. So he really needs to go for that Dark Druid. Otherwise, there's just no strip. He's not going to be able to do anything. Mega Smash. And he needs to stun. He got the stun on the Dark Druid. Well, he's got 2 immunities, so he needs to go for... I can't even believe my own eyes that this is actually working. I cannot even believe it. I cannot even believe it. Are you serious right now? I bet How to Play... But why? He should have finished the Vertiheal off. He had the opportunity to finish the Vertiheal off. This is an example of him... I feel like he misplayed. I feel like he probably knew he misplayed too. But he... Yeah, this is How to Play just beat themselves. Basically. An insane match to watch, though. Insane match to watch. But I feel like How to Play beat themselves by maybe not paying attention, not taking it seriously when they were playing. They were like, oh, easy win. Easy win turns into, oops. I feel like he beat himself on that one. I feel like he could have won that easily. But he beat himself. But we don't have to say that. All we have to say is 3 4-stars and an Ifrit beat the legend player. That's all we did. Can we click? How can we clickbait that? How can we clickbait that? All right, first pick Vivachel. Now I notice he's picking. He's sometimes picking Gianna first pick. Sometimes he's picking Artemeel first pick. Sometimes he's picking Vivachel first pick. But he kind of cycles through those 3. And he also sometimes picks other Light Dark Nat5's first pick. So he bans out the Hathor. And what was banned out? The Artemeel? Yeah, the Artemeel. Because of course Artemeel would stop the Vertiheal. Not stop the Vertiheal turn cycling. But this is such a gross team though. Vertiheal Ragdoll on the same team. But I notice sometimes, even when he's not trying to ban out, like sometimes he'll ban out the whatever Light Dark he knows his opponent has. I'm pretty sure he's got like stuff that he's tracking all of his different opponents and like what they have. But sometimes he just cycles and picks different Light Dark Nat 5s, even if possibly they don't have them. I'm not sure. So I was trying to like figure out which. Oh, you know she's gonna proc. You know she's gonna proc 15 times. Does she even have her? Well, she didn't even need a proc. She had her immunity. She procs anyway, because Triana always procs. But she already had her immunity. And she's got her immunity again. So we have, like, this constant immunity thing. The Ragdoll, though... So, okay. So we're learning from this... Yeah, we're learning from this how to beat Legend is Ragdoll. And he is the #1. He's got the highest win rate in RTA. So all you have to do to beat Legend is literally use a Ragdoll, Vertiheal Ragdoll. Okay, but so basically Ragdoll's carrying 2 4-stars. Although the 4-stars are pretty good already. I'm not gonna say the 4-stars. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, Triana Vertiheal's not good in RTA. Like, no, they're really good, but the Ragdoll, if you can beat the Legend player with all Light Dark Nat 5s, if you simply own a Ragdoll and it doesn't get banned. Although the Gani Hathor would have been a crazy combination, though. Okay, here he picks Dark Desert Queen first. I think that's because he possibly knows Mialabu has a Dark Desert Queen, possibly. Otherwise, he really hasn't been picking. We get to see the Dark Beast Monk. What gets banned? Vivachel gets banned. Lydia gets banned. Get to see the Dark Beast. So he's got 2 Stripperies. He's got Ignore Defense. What's going on? He doesn't get the Pony. He gets the Pony now, but he's got 2 strips down. Like, what, maybe it was on Despair. Maybe it was a Despair boy. Okay, so now he's just gonna get... He misses the Ignore defense. Well, he's still got the... He misses the crit, though. He misses the crit. Oof. That's savage, man. Super savage. Winds of Change. Okay. Now, he's gonna get... Oh, he's getting Helena. Helena Varad, GG. It's basically a cleave. He see, this wouldn't have happened if he... So the Varad's gonna CC now. Yeah. So basically, how did this match turn around? If he would have crit on Varad, this is why you gotta have 100% crit. How to play. Come on, man. Just kidding. But really, I mean, he missed the crit on Varad. And that's why. because Varad would not have gone the double kill and the CC, the attack gauge pushback on everything. I mean, the pony did great too, but there you go. Interesting comp. But he wasn't able to snipe one. That's really the thing. He missed the crit. So he missed the crit. I feel like, you know what? I'm really feeling more than anything that How to Play like loses himself the matches by like banning the wrong unit, or like missing the crit, or missing like a stun, or missing like an important debuff. It's RNG. He loses from RNG, or he loses because like sometimes maybe he like, I don't know, bans the wrong, or bans what I wouldn't have considered the right ban. Those were some crazy battles, but what did we learn from that? We learned a few things. Number one, you need some OP, at least some OP units, right? You need, number two, you definitely need OP runes. Number three, a little luck never hurt, right? You kind of need a little bit of luck. And number four, if you have light dark nat 5s, you have to pick him out before he does, because that bans out his access to them as well. So those are the things that we learned from this. It's not impossible to beat him. He is beatable. It's just very challenging, and he is massively intimidating. So anyway, guys, that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed the video. I said he can be beaten. He can be beaten. Spread the word. Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you as always in the next one.